Alright, so this is going to be block 18 review. So this was the first mid lane block that I did, and it was a 1-2. And honestly, even though it was a 1-2, I feel like it was more enjoyable than top line, just for sort of because I feel like I do need a little bit of a break from Sion because I've been playing him straight for a lot of games, and it's sort of like if you keep doing the same thing over and over, then it's like you don't realize some of the really obvious mistakes you're making. So it's like I definitely am gonna come back to Sion. I'm not just gonna leave him, because I really do like playing him, and but I think I just need to play some other champs for now, and then maybe switching to mid lane might be pretty good. But probably gonna be just playing Anivia and Galio. I had the Galio match so I played 2 Anivia games and then a Galio match because the last one I felt like I wanted a tank on the team, so I was just gonna play Galio tank. But I feel like I got more out of the Galio mainly because after these games, a little bit later in the day, I was looking up some Anivia gameplay, and I was realizing I was basically doing the entire laning completely not wrong, but like really badly. Like I was I was basically trying to get the prio first because I'm used to, like, I've played a lot of Anivia, or not a lot, but a pretty decent amount, so it's like I can pilot the champ, you know. But I realized here it's like I shouldn't be pushing this. I should be letting him push it into me, then, you know, getting last hits here and there. I was also seeing how, like, on the first wave of melee, you can just press a Q, and then the like grazing damage can kill it, and you can try and get a Q stun. I realized also through this, auto attacking really isn't worth it, because I'm doing an auto attack, probably getting, I don't know, like very minimal damage, and then getting entire minion aggro on me, so it's not really worth it. So yeah, and then it's just that, like, the minion chases me down, and then it's like I don't really get too much worth out of it. So honestly, that was the biggest thing that I had seen. Also, I needed to, like, I wrote here learn to fight against tanks because their team comp was Nasus, Garen, Malphite, Rammus, Kog'Maw. So going into it, honestly, I probably should have chosen probably Galio, and I could have done tank or AP at that point, just because it's like it's more of a front line than Anivia is, because it's like we only have Shen, and I was thinking, okay, you know, Shen could kind of tank a little bit, but I kind of forgot that Shen's not really that much of a front line. He can be, but I would say it's more of like weaving in and out, not an actual like in the front staying there. So honestly, should have just seen the team comp and probably switched to Galio, but mainly because I could not get this Garen down to anything lower. I think it was honestly I was just auto attacking too much, like Q, because then that, and then try and get a stun off of that as well. But honestly, and like thinking about it, still, like, Galio and Anivia are really fun. I still think Sion's hella fun, but it's like I don't know. I can see more, like, I guess, like, things I can easily like fix right now on these guys than I can on Sion, and it's like I still want to play Sion, but I'll probably just come back to him. But like,
Winter wind.
I also with Anivia I need to judge better when to I also thought I was gonna get my proc there, but I need to judge better when to use an E to kill or an auto attack to kill, as well as
Meaning in every snowflake.
I need to manage my mana more, because I realized I forgot that Anivia eats up a lot of mana if you like spam Qs and stuff, and it's mainly I have to be using E like throughout and like try and get my damage from that. He was doing a bunch of troll recalls the entire time, but you know,
A summoner has disconnected.
and it's like I don't think the laning itself was that bad. Like I don't think I got that many bad trades done on me. I think it's just how I executed it was really bad. Like just constantly trying to push out the wave, because it's like I also realize the champions that I normally play is that you're in the lane trying to push it out, and you can take a little bit of a beating, and it's like I need to just get used to back to Anivia where it's more of a control mage or not, and like I can't be throwing Qs out like that. That used so much mana up. Because yeah, I was about half mana and stuff, and then just boom. Because I believe it's 60 or 85 something. A lot of mana to throw out a Q. So I should definitely just be waiting for it, and I believe the wall does give chilled, like the chilled thing to use the E on. Like that was a pretty good trade. He was out of position. Probably should have put a wall up, thinking about it, but and then tried to go for another E, because that's what I need to weave into my gameplay more. I'm realizing is to definitely put in more E's. And then
Think beyond one light.
I kind of screwed up there with the walling and just used all my mana. I honestly should have just recalled here. Oh, actually no, I thought he fully recalled, so I guess it's fine to honestly stay in the And now that I'm thinking about it, it honestly may be giving Garen more health if I keep like poking him like that. I just realized. I'm gonna look up his passive, because I feel like me just autoing him is just giving him more healing. Okay, no, I had it completely wrong. It was that if he's not attacked, then he starts regenerating more. So honestly, it's probably good to keep the autos going just so he doesn't get that regeneration up, but
A summoner has reconnected.
I will be reborn.
I think honestly just need to definitely just use the E's more, and then and sort of just thinking it's not, I'm not playing a tank, it's just I'm kind of used to playing the tanks, and it's been a little bit since I played Anivia, and it's like I'm fine, you know, learning, because I also want to add a champion that's not too similar to other ones that I play, you know, just so that I can play the game in a different way, and then that may help with a different, like Sion or another champion I like to play. But honestly, I think it's just that I should have been using E's more.
I have felt this corruption before.
It's just I feel like I don't know if I should have built something different, because it's like I know that kind of right now that Rod of Ages is pretty much like the go-to, I would say, instead of Leandri's, and it's like I don't know if I should have built something else, and it's kind of crazy that after 2 of the trades I mean, they were pretty horrible on my side. I didn't get much off of it. But he's already gotten me down to half health, which is pretty crazy.
A great dark
Which is... honestly, could have ulted and put my wall up there as well. To get more damage. Definitely need to just keep the damage sustaining. Maybe it would have been better to build Leandri's in this.
nor the last.
But, honestly, I'm also thinking probably make more use of my ults. And that's when I remembered his ult is just executing, and I do have my Eggnivia, so it's okay, but like... kind of sucks that I didn't get the stun off. That would have been a kill.
Winter wind guide me.
Probably should have just stunned it earlier. But honestly thinking, I feel like, and I have to stop doing that. Like, I just realized, like, if they're doing, it's pretty obvious he's not going to recall there. I should just go up and try and auto him, or use an E. Because that Q missing is so much mana. He's basically just wasting my mana, which is probably why he was doing it, realistically. So, like, honestly, just don't spam Qs. Alright. Now, on to... honestly, thinking on to the next game, mainly just because I don't think I died during the laning phase at all really here. I definitely could have done a bit more in the team fighting aspect, just positioning myself better. But I feel like if I would have just, you know, done better here, would have covered that. But honestly, yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the next game. But honestly, I think with Anivia, I just need to focus on my mana usage. And here I didn't want to go Galio either, because we did have a Tahm Kench, and their team wasn't too tanky, and it was against a Syndra, so it's like I didn't really want to do melee into that. I feel like I was doing well against her in the beginning. And then it's like I always remember she just does ramp up in damage, and it's kind of insane how much damage she can do at a certain point. So here I should have done that Q. But I mean, I guess honestly it's fine since she's not even there. It's not even worth it to do the Q. But yeah, I forgot about the range of that because it was been a while since I had fought a Syndra. But get a nice trade. That's not too bad. But honestly, should have seen that right there. She's going to be walking up to go to place a ball down. Oop. Why is it not working? Uh-oh. Let me reopen it. But yeah, honestly, I just think I need to focus more on like what she's doing, because like there, I feel like that was a good on her part. Like really not that obvious. Get a nice trade there. Then I see here she's walking. There's no meaning she's going for it. It's clearly going to be after me. So definitely should have seen that there. But so yeah, there I kind of see it coming, because it's like she hasn't used the ball in a while, and she stepped forward, most likely going to use it for me. But that got really greedy. So honestly, I'm thinking I shouldn't be using my Qs like that. I really shouldn't. That's just gonna, one, waste my mana, and two, it's just really obvious, I feel like. And I should be using it when she, like, right after she does something, so that one, she doesn't have any counterplay, and two, then once I put once I use all my abilities, I'm gonna have no counterplay. But then she would have already used hers, so
Something
bounces out
ancient
there.
stirs.
But I think, honestly, I felt really bad for this Kayn because I was like fumbling so hard. Honestly, if I hit him with an E, probably could have done some more damage. But, and then, since that just happened, I wasn't paying attention to when the orbs would come back up, so it's like, honestly, just need to be focusing on, oh, whoops. And then save queues. Because I feel like that's a bit of a problem with my Nivea, is that I'm just like, oh, I need to get the Q off so that I could just get a quick, easy damage of it or something. Even though I should be playing it way safer. Or not safer, just,
Let's soar.
but yeah, I start getting, and like that, just throwing them out randomly, so far away and all that stuff. But she starts to get a little bit of the momentum on me, and I feel it's honestly, I've just kind of jostled from the, like, previous, like, and I'm not thinking, oh, there, and I think after this, I kind of start thinking more about the orb placement, but, I just think, definitely need to focus on not using my Qs too much, but I just need to keep engaged on the mana, really. I'd say the mana is the most important part. And again, yeah, the Kayn's coming in, and then I really can't do much, because I kind of, like, it was completely my fault there. We should have gotten this kill. Completely my fault. Because I just walked into it. I really looked at the map, like, right, what happened right here is I heard the ping, or I saw the ping and heard it. Then I look at my map and see, oh, he's right there. And then I click into Syndra, and then I'm not paying attention, and then I get stuck with that. So realistically, what I should have done is seeing, okay, Kayn's there, then gone here, and then went either left or right, not directly into her. Because then the stun would have gotten Kayn massive damage, and I could have done QE, easy pickup, would have changed the entire, like, lane sort of state, I would say. Really, really my fault. I would honestly, and especially with mid lane, here's the thing, like, I don't care too much that the jungler doesn't really give top much attention, because, you know, it's a 1v1 lane, I would say, but I need to get used to junglers in the mid lane, because it is wild how many times I can get ganked or get a gank, because I'm just not used to that. So I feel like the next game 3 with Galio, I feel like I had some good ganks that I responded to with pretty good. But I definitely need to work on just my map awareness a bit more, because I feel like that's honestly pretty lacking from playing top. Like, I do pay attention to, like, Herald and things like that, and, like, Dragon, but I'm mainly paying attention to those two spots up, the corners and where I have wards, not pretty much the middle of the map. So honestly, because then I could probably, I feel like I honestly didn't get ganked too much, I feel like, in this ranked block, but when I was doing some normals, I was getting ganked a lot, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I was getting out of most of them, because again, it's normal. I feel like my normals are way easier than my ranked ones, but, you know, definitely need to focus on my jungler more, as well as the enemy one. I feel like gonna be really important in more games because I just, again, mid just gets much more attention than top, so you know that's important.
An ally has been slain.
And it's like here I think I start just wasting my mana.
Winter wind, guide me.
Yeah, I should have just autoed an E to there. E. Yeah, I just need to get better at farming under tower as well with an EV, because it's like I'm expecting a little bit more damage because I'm so used to Scion, like with the like it can one like hit things. Kind of similar with guys though, because you do get a lot of EP and stuff later on, but yeah, I think it's like I wouldn't say my lane, like me personally, I did really bad. Like feed her is what I mean. I didn't really, but I allowed her to get fed. Like I let her roam. And then she got like 6-0 later in the game, made J Souls during and stuff, and it was kind of like, yeah. I definitely need to work on, as a Nivea mainly, because I feel like Galio can control the wave pretty easily. Or like make the wave do what I want it to do. But since it's like, I feel like with the Nivea you got a bit less damage coming out, much harder to get it where you want it to without using a bunch of mana, because you can of course use like ult to create a wave, but and I feel like that was a pretty good gank support, I would say. Kind of unfortunate that I already used my Q a little bit beforehand, so it's like I couldn't do too much, but I feel like I'm getting more into the feel of playing it as an Nivea in the late state, because again it's been a little bit, but definitely excited to play more in some range. Same thing with Galio. But here just decide to clean up the wave. And honestly, yeah, here's like I'm trying to go in because it's like she just used both of her abilities, but I don't know, like the way I play this game is like I gotta warm up like in each game. It's like the first 3 minutes is gonna be complete doggy, then it slowly gets a bit better. Then by 8 minutes I'm like, okay, I'm warmed up, and then 12 minutes then I can start doing things. But man, that's why we're doing this. That's why I gotta get better at those first 3 minutes, because that's really like the most important part of the game, realistically. But honestly, just some more orb dodging things, and I think honestly this is pretty good. Just paying attention where the jungler is. I'm gonna honestly put that up here. And then don't spam Q. Management. I suck at. I need to get better at the mana management. Then, because it's like I just never look down there. Because normally with like Sun, I just go, yeah, I'll just throw out a Q. Yeah, I'll just throw out a Q. And then I'm like, oh, I'm out of mana. Okay, whatever. And then it's fine. It's not fine with Nivea. So I also honestly, I think I might need to watch a little bit more of a Nivea like early game. Better players. And just see how that is, because honestly I think I just feel like the team fighting aspect and more the late game stuff is I don't know, I feel a bit better at than like the solo part. And that's always why I feel like in League playing tanks and everything, because I can support, like I can still be really useful myself, but I can support some other players. I don't know, but watch some better players on Anivia early lane, and then I feel like pretty good. The ASO one, I could have honestly. So this was the Galio game. We did win. I feel like I could have definitely dominated lane more, way more. Definitely feel like I could have dominated lane way more, and I was being like a bit skittish with it. I have played a decent amount of ASOL, so it's like I played both the star one and the new one. Played a decent amount of like both versions, but so it's like I know he's trying to stack his little things in there, and mainly what I realized later on is that like if he uses his Q, I believe the little like star breath, he's kind of screwed because I can either Q him myself or E him, and then like get a massive massive damage. And honestly, so far I've only really been playing Galio tank with Heartsteel because it's, I don't know, I just really like how he feels as a tank. I definitely want to try some more AP games, but might do it in norms first. But I definitely feel nice with the Galio tank. So got a nice trade there. Honestly, wish didn't get hit by tower, and it would have been a really great trade. But you know, I feel like I need to focus more on farming with my Q than like if I'm able to hit with the auto, go for the auto. If I'm able to farm with the Q, or like I can't hit the auto, then farm with the Q. But I need to focus more on not pushing the wave up. I feel like because if I'm a very dominant laner and he wants it to be under the tower so he can farm fine. If I just keep pushing it into him, he's gonna get exactly what he wants. So like when playing against not passive laners, but I guess weaker. So yeah, so that they can't safely farm, and then wait for last hits for because that's gonna be better than like I'm just like rushing it. I feel like I mean I am getting last hits like as soon as I can. He didn't say that. But like there I just hit another, like I did some unnecessary hits, I would say, and then it's again pushing into him. Here was a pretty good trade. Honestly, I didn't realize I had TP set up. I don't think I should run TP on Galio anymore. Or I mean, I exchanged it for Rank, but I feel like I should either have Ghost or Ignite. Probably Ignite against ASOL because that would have been a kill. Or against like weaker laners, I would say. Here was pretty nice. I don't know why the Nocturne went back in, but nice pickup here. Oh wait, I don't think we did. Whoops. But here I was focusing more on the jungler as well. I was like, oh, jungler is there. I honestly probably could have gotten the kill if I didn't go too far in, but you know.
Fight me, small warrior person.
Yeah, I need to focus on like CSing better with him because I'm used to again CSing with Sion. Which is not very hard. And I have to remember to actually wait for really close last hits because again I would have Minion Materializer and Sion has just really high base AD, so it makes it a lot easier to farm minions. But honestly, this game I don't feel like there's too much I can look at right now. I feel like the main thing that I really wanted to look at was the Anivia games because the early learning was just horrid. But I feel like did better here. What I need to do is roam less pre-6, because I felt like I was walking up and then like walking down and then just not gaining anything from it. And then he eventually got like a 20 CS lead on me. I think honestly, what was the CS there?
They just don't make doorways big enough.
Yeah, he already had that, and then he slowly started getting more of a CS lead. I honestly should have just like waited and farmed, but yeah, I needed to focus more on that. And then it's like, because I kept pushing the wave in. I mean, I did see that he crap, another missed cannon, man. Did see that he was recalled, so I wanted to try and get that plate. I think I do. No, I don't. But honestly, just trying to help out here, and then I wanted to get back to my lane as soon as possible so that he couldn't get it shoved back into me. But yeah, I honestly probably, instead of doing that E into it, I probably should have done the E auto and then gotten out to get my wave, because I kind of lost the entire wave there. But honestly, less roaming pre-6. I'm honestly gonna write this just so that I can tell immediately. Why did it? Okay. But honestly, I don't think there's too much more in the Galio one, just because I feel like, especially against an Acel, it's a pretty easy matchup, unless, you know, there's some god tier Acel out there that would wipe me, who knows. But I feel like, personally, for me, it was a pretty easy. I probably should have used those Qs to then hit the wave, not him. But I was waiting until he started flying away. I think I did it early because it looked like his animation was starting to fly. So that's why I did my taunt. Because here, it looked like he was starting to fly, so I instantly did a W. But I definitely could have killed him if I waited it out. And I had Ignite. Again, should take Ignite. Let me actually write that down. And I'm only writing weaker laners because Acel's much weaker early game. Of course, he's a threat at 30 minutes, but, you know, weaker laner. But honestly, feel like not too much in here. Definitely still a lot to learn from the Galio one, just not. It would have to be against, I feel like, a more difficult lane opponent. But need to work on the Anivia one. Watch some videos on the Anivia one, and then maybe some Galio ones as well. You know, to get a little insight. But that's gonna be it for the Block 18 review. It was a longer one, but I really wanted to look into this one since it is the first mid lane one. But most likely tomorrow morning-ish, I'll do Block 19, and then later that day Block 19 review. But we'll see you then. Gotta keep grinding.